My name is Mr. Lindsay Whittle Stewart. Welcome back to my channel. And sorry about the interruptions. So today's video is about the ancient Egyptians. They're just like you and me. And I want to start off with some books to start off first. And then the jewelry and then statues. Let's talk about the ancient world, the ancient Egyptian in Egypt, that they have multiple spells and curses. And I would not wish that upon anyone. So, let's start off with the books. And just be aware that ancient Egypt is a land from far, far away with great food, great drinks. And I do have movies about them too. Let's talk about the ancient world of Egypt. So we're going to start with the first book. So this book, it talks about a lot of impact information about ancient Egypt. So this is the first book. The Book of the Living. So in the Book of the Living, you get to discover different ways how they speak, the language they have, and also schooling. No one doesn't know how to read and write Egyptian, except for the Egyptians themselves. They have great pieces of jewelry. It talks about it is a great impact on the world for many decades. From the 80s in the BC stage. We have like Greek mythology in here and also Egyptian. In the moments of time and God, kings like Osiris and Isis and Seth, Thoth. These are some of the names of ancient gods and goddesses of ancient Egyptian. And one of my favorite two couple of ancient Egypt from a long, long time ago, King Tut. It's one of my favorite kings of all time. You have great architect of the land, what it used to be. The godly bees standing guard. About the godly bees standing guard is an announcement for Egyptians to use tombs of certain kind of their gods, pharaohs, kings of despair. And you get to ride camels and see the ancient pyramids. Pyramids are like homes for their afterlife. Afterlife, I will get to here in a minute. The Golden Age memorial is either in stone. Massive reminders of a Pharaoh king. I've never been to Egypt yet, so I want to. Royal wives, and willful queen. So my favorite queen of Egypt, besides Queen Cleopatra, and there's also Queen Nefertiti. Those two are my main favorites. One of them married King Tutankhamun, aka King Tut. Yeah, King Tut. And the other one married a different king. All the way from ancient Greece, which is Cleopatra and Caesar. So this is what this, it talks about the gift of the river. The Great River, which is on top is the Red Sea. And the other one is very particular during the ancient times. So this book that I have here, the Book of Life, is my version of it. I got this from my grandma. My grandma and my Aunt Betty went to Egypt for the first time in their lives. And I get to have this book because it's about ancient Egypt. And it talks about the pharaohs and the kings and how Moses came along way later down the series. And they have great food, great wine, and sometimes kings and pharaohs could be very harsh on their servers, aka the poor people, had to serve the king and queen. And I just feel bad for them. During those ancient times, they used to treat them terribly wrong, and using them for their own self-esteem. Let's talk about ancient curses of Egypt. And one of them is very, very wrong and very dangerous to see. We'll talk about the ancient curses first. So, one of the ancient curses is so deadly that it can kill you. Now, if you go into the tomb of a king, pharaoh, into the pharaoh's tomb, you would go in there and you would get cursed. Just be aware that curses is hard to undo. From the ancient times when ancient Egyptians first came to this planet Earth to discover who they are, what is the true meaning Egyptians are, and what harmful things they have done to their servers. Like, if you steal something from the Pharaoh's tomb, you will get cursed. If you touch one of their precious items, like jewelry, money, anything that's in that room, if you touch it, you will get cursed. And it's hard to undo the curses. So I prefer to not use curses against people. Only if you train well. In the last book I want to show you, this is one of my favorite type of books, Egyptology. This is the Golden Book of the Dead. So, this is how you take away life. Kind of like the one in the movies, but I have this version. Egyptology, you get to learn different things. This book right here gives life. The Golden Book is the Golden Book of the Dead. They take away life. It's the same way like the ones in the movies. Like when you watch the movie, like the original The Mummy, the original version before Rick O'Connell's version, like it could be jewelry that you're wearing to honor the pharaohs and their kings and their gods. You never know, you cannot undo curses or spells that is upon of a crypt of a certain pharaoh, King Tut. If you touch any of his items, you will get cursed by an ancient curse from the ancient pharaoh himself. Like, it could be a statue, could be jewelry, like a cartouche type necklace piece here, like mine. It could be one of those. It could be an ancient artifact, like this cat statue. Like for the goddess Bas, cat is the guardian of the underworld. So, the guardian of the underworld is a cat. To scare off ancient evil. So that's why I choose the cat. So I kept the cat. So yeah. This is one of my ancient pieces of great mythology about the ancient Egypt and their gods and their goddesses, including the pharaohs and the queens and the kings. I got this from a store. I think it's TJ Maxx when I got it from. So yeah, this is a great piece of artifact of ancient Egypt's time. The reason why the cats are so deep down of the magic history to protect their protectors. Like the pharaohs, the kings, and the queens. To help to guard the underworld that is expanding. So I just want to say thank you for joining me for this brand new video today about ancient curses of Egypt. So I'm gonna call it the Ancient Egypt Curses, and what does it help us to learn? Is read books. Just be careful what books you pick up though, because most books can be dangerous in certain other countries. That would be in a different video. And I just want to put it out there. Thank you for joining me today for this new video about ancient Egypt, curses and spells. And I believe in magic of all kinds around the world, especially Egypt. Because E for Egypt represents different things. It could be their pieces of jewelry, their books, their statues of their gods. One of my gods is the cat, and also a snake. There are snake gods and goddesses, but those I will put in a different video. Stay tuned for those. If you want to see more great things about Harry Potter and the artifacts, what they've been learning besides Harry Potter related items. So I just want to put it out there for you guys. Thank you for joining me today for this brand new video. Sorry about the interruptions out there. So, I already be eating already. So, it's going to be a while for me to eat again. So, I had 2 hot dogs for lunch. And I'm not going to keep on adding to that. So, because it's hard for me to lose off that weight. So, especially for weight loss. Back in the ancient times of ancient Egypt, they used healthier foods. And we will talk about that later on down the series. Make sure you hit my bell notification over here with your vegan symbols on it. And also, we will talk about ancient Egyptian snakes later on down the series. So, make sure you hit my bell notification over here. With your vegan symbols on it. And make sure you thumb blast this video if you like this type of content. If you want to learn other type of history of magic and where it comes from, this is one of them. Not just because of Harry Potter. Not just because the magic of the world. Magic is everywhere. And you can see it through our eyes. So I hope you guys like joining this video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below to my channel. If you like this type of content, make sure you also subscribe down below. If you want to learn more history about the world, with great magic all around, stay magical to one another and love one another. That's my slogan for this video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video about ancient Egypt. Spells and curses. See you next time. Abracadabra. See ya. Bye.